So the household work is actually split between the main character and the father-in-law's concubine, and the male lead had told the main character prior that she is actually a sweet, kind person, so she can be trusted out of everyone in the household, and she had gifted 2 gifts that fit the main character very well. One for the main character's injury because he gets a sprained ankle, and another one she had gifted them on their wedding day. That was a satchel thing, a medical satchel, so it fits him, right? And at first, the main character was a little suspicious of her, but after talking to her, he realizes that she is not as bad as everybody else in the household is. We also find out from her that his father had helped her once, helped her and her mother, and so she's very grateful for that, and if he ever needs her help, she will be there to help him. So the main character and Melly, they have to go to a temple for worship, and there the Melly wants to talk to the temple's protector, who's also the imperial protector. This dude was the one who set the Melly and the main character up, stating that they were perfect for each other and that he would be the lucky charm of the Melly, and that the Melly's life would be more fulfilling with the main character in it, and he would have a more livelistic life. Which is the reason why the main character is very hostile to this dude. Like, he thinks his life is ruined because of this dude and the dude's nonsense. So he's very hostile. He's very rude to this dude, even though this dude's status and is higher than his. Which, again, makes me worried for him. Very worried. But yes, they have a conversation with this dude, and this dude can see right through the male lead. It is so obvious this dude can see right through the male lead. Like, he knows that the male lead isn't who he is. And he also gives outright warnings to the main character and male lead about their future, that they're right for each other. Like, their relationship is tied to each other, that something's gonna happen between the two of them. Outright states that. And I'm like, oh, does he see that the male lead will be continuously jumping into other bodies and the main character will be tied to him and those bodies over and over again? Can he see that? Is that what he's warning them about? Because it sounds like that. It full on does. And the reason why the male lead was able to be in the body he is now in is because of the main character's marriage to this body and that they're tied to each other. Because again, the male lead is a reincarnator from a different world, from the modern world, and has read this book. Like, I'm a little suspicious. I want to know more about this protector. After you marry into a new household, a few days later you have to go back to your family with your husband. And the main character tried going on his own because, again, the male lead is very sickly. But later the male lead shows up and he's like, you left me. You shouldn't have left me because I will follow you. Anywhere you go, I'll follow you. So the male lead gets to meet the main character's family. There is a pest there, and he is trying to basically be an annoyance to the main character. And the main character, he keeps allowing this dude to be an annoyance to him. And when the male lead notices this, the male lead puts the pest in its place. But he also tells the main character, hey, don't let the pest you. Just ignore him. Because again, he's just a pest. He's just trying to get under your nerves and you're allowing him to. And when the main character later runs into this pest, he does what the male lead tells him because he realizes the male lead is correct. So the main character's brother-in-law, he's making a scene. This dude, he likes going around, fooling around with women and hiring women. And so let's just say he is having kidney deficiencies because he also likes to drink a lot. And the main character tries telling him that, but he won't listen to the main character. He thinks the main character just announced that to basically humiliate him and ridicule him. And they get another physician's opinion, which this physician is an follow student of the main character's teacher. So a classmate of the main character's. And this dude, he actually has romantic feelings for the main character. Which, let's just say, when the main character's sister-in-law sees the way these two are interacting with each other and how close they're with each other, she thinks she can use this to her benefit. And she even tells that to her mother and her brother. Like, she doesn't outright tell them her schemes or plans, but she says to let this continue. Like, continuing having this classmate come and work for them and see where this goes. Also, the male lead sees this when the main character and this dude is having a conversation. It's so obvious the dude has feelings for the main character. He wants to run away with the main character. He wants to take off with the main character. The male lead sees this, and he steps in between them Because again, this won't be good for the main character if he thinks that he's having an affair with another. So the male lead is trying to protect the main character's reputation, but he also sees that this dude has feelings for the main character. Now the main character, he kind of wants his husband just to croak. I am not kidding. He really wants the male lead to go to his deathbed. And I'm like, dude, like, it won't look good on you as a physician, though, if your husband dies on you. Like, when you're sent there to be his lucky charm and keep him alive, but you're also a physician and supposedly a skillful, talented physician, like, it will not look good for you or your future career if you couldn't even save your own husband's life. And you're like, oh, that's not true. Yes, it is. It is very true. There are many times where medical professionals are screwed and hated when they're not able to save their own loved ones, even though a lot of times they're not even allowed to save their own loved ones in the modern times. But you know it will be way worse for someone in that time period for not being able to save their loved one, even though they are a physician. And yes, he later down the line thinks he will feel guiltful and shameful if he doesn't try to basically take care of the male lead. He's not trying to save the male lead's life because there is no way of saving the male lead's life, but he's able to make it painless for the male lead, that the male lead won't go in anguish after he passes away. But like his inner thoughts, every time he wishes the male lead to go to the afterlife, I'm like, dude, watch what you're thinking, because if you say this out loud, because even the male lead can see what is written on your face, anyone else can see what's written in your face, it will not look good for you. Like, for a physician, for wanting his patient or his lover to die, it's not good. Like, it is not a good thing for you. Like, do you think you can have a career as a physician if you constantly have on your face that you want your physician to go to the afterlife? Think, honey, think. The main character's father had given him some ingredients for a medicine, and he just basically attunes the medicine to be more favorable for the male lead, and he gives this to the male lead. Typically, he's not supposed to give the male lead medicine that the physician hired for the male lead doesn't agree to and doesn't know about. Like, he's not supposed to do this, but he does, with the help of the male lead's head maid.